deep regret a narcissist feels after you die. Greetings, everyone. Today, we're diving headfirst into the intricate world of narcissists and the tumultuous sea of emotions they navigate when their victims break free from their manipulative clutches. But before we plunge into the depths, I extend a warm invitation for you to join our ever-expanding community by simply clicking the subscribe button. By doing so, not only do you shield yourself from the anxieties that grip narcissists upon your departure, but you also equip yourself with the knowledge necessary to navigate this intricate journey. Let's embark on this path together. There's a prevailing notion that narcissists remain stoically unmoved when their victims liberate themselves from their manipulative grasp. They often exude an aura of unyielding confidence and self-assurance, giving the impression that they are unaffected. However, it's crucial to recognize that while we can make some broad assumptions about narcissists, each individual's experience may vary significantly. When someone breaks free from a narcissist, catching them completely off guard, it strikes at the very core of their being, igniting a profound whirlwind of emotions that rends them apart from within. It's important to clarify that this insight isn't intended to advocate for second chances or prompt you to reconsider your decision. Instead, it underscores the reality that even narcissists grapple with anguish when someone opts to walk away. Understanding this doesn't diminish the validity of your choice. You made a courageous decision to depart because of the immense pain you endured. Now, let's confront the unfiltered truth head-on. Narcissists subjected you to unfathomable agony, dragging you through an emotional whirlwind that left you battered and scarred. You weathered the brutal aftermath of their actions, their blatant disregard for trust, and their relentless trampling of boundaries that should have been revered in your relationship. These harrowing ordeals compelled you to say enough is enough. By prioritizing your well-being, freedom, and happiness, you made the conscious decision to break free from the torment you endured. Now is the moment to embark on a transformative journey of healing and self-discovery. Reclaim your sense of self and rediscover the inner resilience that resides within you. It's not unusual for narcissists to be caught off guard when they realize you've firmly chosen to depart and sever all ties. It's akin to changing the passcode to your life, a necessary measure to safeguard yourself. Once they grasp that you're truly gone, many of them ride an emotional roller coaster. Initially, they may brush off the reality, attempting to convince themselves it's just another ordinary breakup. They trivialize its significance, viewing it as a fleeting setback. However, denial gradually gives way to incredulity as the weight of your departure sinks in. They grapple with the truth that you've indeed departed, and a wave of bewilderment washes over them, leaving them disoriented and confounded. As the reality settles in, the blame game commences. Narcissists become consumed by rage, hurling accusations at you, claiming you never truly loved or cared for them. Their fury intensifies, questioning how you could forsake them in such a manner. They may even draw comparisons to others who've left them, unleashing their emotional turmoil. Exploring the complexities of narcissistic relationships reveals a fascinating truth. The narcissist's swift transition to new sources of attention doesn't erase the emotions they once harbored for you. Extricating oneself from the entanglement of a past relationship is far from simple. It's not a matter of flicking a switch. We've all moved forward in life while still grappling with lingering sentiments for former partners. Even amid new connections, thoughts may wander back to old flames, igniting moments of longing and nostalgia. This is why some narcissists hastily dive into new relationships, attempting to outrun the emotional baggage from their past. Yet the undeniable reality is that these deeply ingrained emotions remain unprocessed and unvoiced. Boasts in their fresh relationships allude to the unresolved chapters of their history. It's perplexing to acknowledge that even as narcissists discard you and swiftly latch onto new sources of validation or feign distress over your departure, their actions stem from profound inner turmoil. Let me make it unequivocally clear. I'm not sharing this to manipulate or guilt-trip you into reconsidering a toxic relationship. Not in the slightest. I'm not advocating for a return down that path. When narcissists witness your progression, they embark on an emotional roller coaster. Bewilderment, regret, and ultimately fury. This rage propels them to become relentless, bombarding you with messages, unexpected visits, and incessant calls. Simultaneously, they seek fresh wellsprings of attention. When maintaining your distance, it's crucial to grasp that narcissists don't experience shame. Instead, they rationalize their behaviors. In their twisted reality, they may claim to have moved on because you departed, yet secretly yearn for your return. They'll resort to any means, even obsession, to exert control over you. And if their manipulative tactics fall short, their wrath only amplifies. It's vital to remember that recognizing these patterns shouldn't sow seeds of doubt regarding your choices or the potential for reigniting a toxic bond. Your liberation takes precedence. Stand firm in your decision to break free and prioritize your well-being. Envelop yourself in a robust support network and embark on a journey of healing and self-exploration. Exercise caution when confronting a narcissist consumed by rage, for they can prove unpredictably volatile. If you ever need to extricate yourself from their influence, you couldn't merely announce your departure, as even the slightest hint of your happiness or success without them could trigger a perilous cascade of events. Upon finally slipping from their grasp, their meticulously constructed facade begins to crumble, leaving them bewildered and disoriented. This deviation from their carefully choreographed narrative often fuels their fury, as they strive to deflect blame onto you. Throughout this journey, it's crucial to acknowledge that amidst their extreme reactions, slivers of truth may exist. However, navigating a relationship with a narcissistic individual at this level resembles traversing treacherous waters. Prepare for their emotional tempests to reach unprecedented heights, as they possess a penchant for pushing boundaries to the extreme. Prepare yourself for a stark reality. When you exited their lives, narcissists could plunge into profound despair. Some might employ manipulative strategies, issuing alarming statements like, "My despair may lead to a tragic end." In such instances, bearing this burden solo wasn't an option. It was imperative to seek assistance from a mental health crisis hotline or alert the appropriate authorities for a wellness check. Prioritizing professional aid was paramount, safeguarding your safety and welfare, as intervening could inadvertently paint you as their next target. The critical lesson here was always to prioritize your safety and well-being. While empathy and compassion were commendable traits, it was equally vital to ensure you possessed the fortitude and assistance necessary to take requisite action when grappling with a narcissist whose world was crumbling. They could veer into unpredictability and, in certain scenarios, pose a threat. Their manifestations of distress, though appearing genuine, didn't guarantee improved treatment or personal development. Instead, they exposed their dread of existence sans your presence and their aversion to solitude. That lay at the core of the issue. Thus, if you ever conveyed intentions to depart, readiness for the narcissist to plunge into a maelstrom of emotional upheaval was imperative. Indeed, their emotional volatility could escalate uncontrollably. Vigilance was crucial, and if their instability reached unmanageable levels, readiness to take action, even involving authorities, was essential. Your safety and well-being took precedence. If you found yourself entangled with such an individual and shared children, you braced yourself for the possibility of them weaponizing the children, manipulating them to inflict emotional harm. It was a heartbreaking reality that demanded acknowledgement. As this saga draws to a close, let's underscore the paramount importance of staying informed and connected. It's a strategic maneuver, executing the ultimate retaliation against a narcissist. Have you ever felt the allure of seeking revenge on a narcissist? The temptation can consume us, yet does it truly satisfy our craving for justice? More often than not, it leaves us feeling hollow and powerless, drowning in the toxicity of the narcissistic influence. The true remedy lies in maintaining distance and prioritizing our personal growth. However, the temptation to retaliate is undeniable, a desperate bid to reclaim the control stripped from us by the narcissist. Amidst this turmoil, we overlook the third component within us, the simmering anger and pain. The world often overlooks the turmoil we endure, leaving us to navigate the agony alone. But here's the thing, embrace that anger. It's a potent emotion that speaks volumes about your resilience and fortitude. It marks the initial stride toward liberation from the narcissist's grip, an opportunity to unearth a superior version of yourself. Yet, tread cautiously, for unbridled rage can be equally destructive. It's time to rewrite our narrative, reclaim our authority, and reignite our existence. Forge ahead, growing stronger with each stride. Acknowledge your emotions and channel that energy to propel yourself toward triumph over those intent on causing you harm. Remember, the grip of one person's narcissism cannot quash the spirit of a resilient soul. We've all felt the weight of a narcissist's dominance, suffocated by a torrent of emotions and wounds. While our tales of silent anguish may seem solitary, they bind us together in shared experience. Let's unite, share our narratives, and bolster each other. Together, we can navigate this sea of despair and emerge fortified. So, come alongside us, share how you've transmuted your emotions for the better, and draw inspiration from one another's journeys. Suppressing your anger is never the solution. Why do we stifle our anger? We endure this societal pressure, concealing our feelings behind forced grins and feigned agreement. Society dictates we construct barriers, burying our emotions deep within, all in the guise of maturity. But can repressing our anger truly combat a narcissist's callous conduct? Is it healthy to be coerced into burying our emotions beneath a facade of false civility? It's time to reclaim what's rightfully ours, the freedom to feel. Suppressing anger merely exacerbates the issue, rendering us feeling impotent, exposed, and defenseless. It's imperative we recognize that harboring anger signifies strength and fervor, not weakness. Let's refuse to be consumed by the narcissist's machinations. Instead, let's redirect our energy constructively. Understanding the narcissist's agenda, we realize their intentions are sinister, aiming to strip us of everything: our dignity, sovereignty, and self-reliance. They seek to plunge us into perpetual disarray, questioning our value and boundaries, and instilling fear of asserting ourselves. They aim to diminish us to mere doormats, their hunger for power driving them to maintain control. The narcissist's fear of losing dominance renders them formidable adversaries, threatened by our assertiveness and confidence. Utilizing a crude blend of intimidation and manipulation, they strive to assert authority over every facet of our existence, hijacking our sense of self-worth. Their thirst for power makes them formidable foes indeed. Let's rise above the desire for vengeance. It's tempting to succumb to the urge to retaliate against the narcissist for the anguish they've inflicted upon us, fueling the flames of our simmering anger. Yet seeking retribution will only prolong our suffering, exacerbating rather than alleviating our pain. Instead, Let's focus on our healing and personal growth. Let's acknowledge our anger and transform it into a catalyst for positive change. Prioritizing our own happiness is the most potent rebuttal to the narcissist's cruelty. Living a fulfilling life despite their attempts to undermine us demonstrates our strength and resilience. We must always strive to channel our energy constructively. Revenge serves only to starve our souls of the nourishment they crave. By allowing love to permeate our hearts and smiling through adversity, we can truly embrace life as we deserve. Share your stories with us. Let's embark on this journey of growth together. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thank you for joining us, and let's move forward with passion and love. If you're searching for a lasting solution to handle a narcissist, then this video is tailored just for you. Brace yourself for some eye-opening truth bombs that will not only halt the narcissist in their tracks, but also render their enablers and lackeys powerless. It's fantastic to have you back with us, whether you're a returning viewer or a newcomer. Get ready to be amazed. Introduce yourself in the comments section below and become a part of our vibrant community. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, ensuring you never miss a captivating video from us. Now let's delve into the strategies to shut down a narcissist once and for all. However, please note that these techniques may not work in every situation or for everyone. It's wise to have a well-equipped toolbox at your disposal. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but also how you say it. The energy you bring to the conversation can have a significant impact. In fact, it's everything. Stay composed and exhibit a sense of detachment. Approach the interaction as though it were a business transaction, regardless of the narcissist's identity. This means refraining from sarcasm, condescension, or unproductive jabs. And above all, never succumb to their provocations, never engage. In essence, expect the narcissist not to show any emotional response. Anticipate the unexpected. Avoid wasting your time trying to argue or meet their unreasonable demands. Keep in mind that when dealing with toxic individuals like narcissists, you're essentially dealing with a child, an adult child with narcissistic tendencies, entitlement, and emotional wounds. They will stop at nothing to manipulate, harm, and control to get their way and emerge victorious. If narcissists perceive a significant threat or are resolute in their intentions, they will resort to any means necessary for revenge, employing various tactics to achieve their goals. Being aware of this allows you to take proactive steps to safeguard yourself. Narcissists lack a moral compass, with weak empathy and an absent conscience. They go to great lengths to distort reality and construct their own narratives, engaging in deception, manipulation, and outright lies, conveniently omitting significant portions of the truth to suit their distorted versions of events. Anticipate no emotional response from narcissists, regardless of how much empathy, kindness, care, and compassion you extend toward them. Your attempts to modify their behavior will prove futile. Efforts to enhance your communication skills, patience, or endurance when dealing with them are a waste of time. They are impervious to strategies that typically work with well-adjusted individuals. It's time to discard those approaches. To truly disengage from them, you must adopt the opposite of your current actions. By counterintuitive, I mean incorporating the following techniques to repel them. Maintain a stoic demeanor, devoid of emotions, displaying a flat and disinterested facade. Let your words and clear statements form the backbone of your communication. For instance, consider the following examples. Not right now, thank you. I cannot assist you. You are not capable of doing that. I will not comply. Your words hold no interest to me. In other words, A simple no stands alone. There is nothing more to add once it's been stated. If the narcissist persists, a straightforward response like, "I've already addressed your question," will suffice. Let silence prevail. No need for further words. There is no room for negotiation or debate. Adjusting to this unfamiliar approach may require some time and consistent practice. To effectively shut down the narcissist, focus on delivering factual responses without emotional connection or heightened energy. Strive to maintain objectivity and detachment in your speech, and embrace the subsequent silence. Allow yourself to become accustomed to the unsettling sensation it brings. For example, after stating no, take a deep breath and let the awkward pause serve its purpose. Following a concise and clear statement, let the silence work its magic. Breathe, stay composed, and retain firm control of yourself. Remember, you are simply providing information in a transactional manner, void of emotion. You can respond with phrases like, "I understand your perspective," "I hear you," "I will inform you," "I will research that," or "I will consider it." Alternatively, a flat and brief response may be sufficient. Sarcasm has no place here. Silence follows your precise and concise statement. When dealing with a toxic narcissist, silence can be your most potent defense. Grasp the concept and its optimal utilization. Once you overcome the discomfort of silence, you'll find that its power surpasses that of any words. Learn to harness this power, especially when confronting a destructive narcissist. In essence, our goal is to communicate with utmost clarity. The message conveyed is that you hold no authority or control over me. It signifies that your presence is unnecessary unless genuinely required. Most importantly, it communicates that I will never grant anyone else power over my life, now or in the future. For a narcissist who thrives on targeting you, the silence that follows this crystal clear message will be far more agonizing than you can imagine. While you can use alternative phrases like "amazing" if it fits the situation, keep in mind that it may not always be appropriate or effective. If it works for you, that's perfectly fine. I remain unfazed. No further words are needed. Let the chips fall where they may. Another effective statement could be, "No, that's not going to happen." When a narcissist realizes they have no control over you, their facade begins to crumble. This is the ultimate method for permanently removing a narcissist from your life. Once you adopt an "I don't care what you think or feel" attitude and posture, and act accordingly, they will be compelled to seek out another target. The serenity that comes with their absence will become a part of your experience. Dealing with narcissists, inherently disagreeable, can be challenging and painful. During the initial idealization phase, characterized by love and praise, they appear charming and complimentary. However, once the honeymoon period ends, their true colors emerge. Regardless of your statements, their knee-jerk reaction is to disagree, often responding with "I disagree." In response, calmly state, "You couldn't disagree more. You simply wish it were untrue." No further words are necessary. Another approach is to ask them to repeat themselves, particularly effective when confronting illogical and dishonest behavior. Maintain composure and politely request clarification, making them hear their statements. When a narcissist utters a blatantly false claim, it often exposes their deceit. State, pause and reflect on whether you can even recognize your own voice when it doesn't speak the truth. Take a moment to reconsider what you just said. "Well, I'll let it slide this time. I advise against making it a habit." Then silence ensues. Your words confront them with irrationality, and in some cases, callousness, providing an opportunity for them to make amends. Let them know that continued disrespect or dishonesty will lead to their exclusion from the equation. Understanding the risk, the narcissist typically backs off or concedes after hearing this. Be concise, employing as few words as possible while maintaining clarity in delivery. Stay composed and level-headed, avoiding emotional outbursts or explanations. Excuses and justifications have no place. Maintain a cool and unwavering demeanor, taking a deep breath, relaxed, and in control. The phrase, "Are you okay?" effectively captures the attention of a narcissist who is excessively negative or defensive. Expect a hostile response. In return, simply utter "oh" and say, "if you'd like." If that works for you, then so be it. The point has been made, and there's nothing more to add. In essence, you're communicating that you are documenting their behavior, a crucial step, unless they are simply foolish. The message has been conveyed, acknowledging the lack of discernment, disregard for boundaries, and the tendency of narcissists to spread malicious rumors. Beneath their outward facade lies deep-seated insecurities. Conversely, insecure individuals feel compelled to pry into others' lives, even if it means disseminating falsehoods. When confronted with discussions about sensitive or unpleasant matters in someone else's life, a suitable response would be, "That's not my concern," or "That sounds like something best kept to yourself." Let the ensuing silence work its magic once again, allowing the message to permeate and spread. In instances where narcissists display aggression, they may use seemingly innocuous phrases like "that's interesting" or "I understand why you may be upset." The choice is entirely theirs in this situation, beyond your control. Respond with, "Let's discuss this when you're in a better state of mind." Then turn and walk away. Alternatively, say, "Let's end this before it escalates further," and remove yourself from the situation, putting a period on the discussion. Boom! It's as straightforward as that. Here are some recommendations for handling the seemingly caring entourage of the narcissist, the enablers, minions, flying monkeys, and weak followers. If you faced narcissistic abuse, you know precisely who I'm addressing. When the narcissist attempts to display compassion or concern by stating that they genuinely care about you, acknowledge their concern and respond, "The decisions I make for my own well-being and survival have no bearing on you. Nonetheless, thank you." Subsequently, silence follows. No further words are required. Alternatively, you may respond, "I've already made it clear that I have no intention of discussing this matter with you. I kindly request that you respect my personal space." Another choice is to express, "I don't know what to say to you," and disengage. The topic under discussion is off limits. Negotiation is futile. Regardless of the specific wording, it's crucial to deliver the message with poise and self-respect while maintaining a detached, businesslike, unemotional, and concise tone. Narcissists quickly discern what they can and cannot get away with in their interactions with you. Practice employing these strategies even in less significant situations so that when the stakes are higher, you can convey your message